Hey, what's up, Steeler Nation? This is once again Outside Steeler Fan coming at you for my preview video of our Monday night showdown against the Chicago Bears. But I first want to apologize for my previous video back on Sunday with the post game for the Cleveland Browns. Sorry about that annoying sound noise. I noticed that once I uploaded my video. Actually, once I edited my video, or just played my video as soon as I got done recording it, and just realized that, yeah, you had that annoying sound throughout. So I'm so sorry. I know that was loud. It was kind of like a grinding type sound, like somebody was doing some sort of work, some sort of grinding type work outside of my car. I did have my engine running at the time, and I had my heater on. My heater was blasting, so I think it was a combination of those two things. But I had to get that video out there, and yeah, it's like my car, I need to get a new one. The dome light isn't the best dome light. The lights in this car are not the best. So, I mean, it was pretty freaking dark. But anyways, I had to get my excitement out there on Sunday with our win over the Cleveland Browns. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers are with a winning record for the very first time since week 1, sitting at 4-3. We are in the thick of things, people. We are only a game behind, I believe, both Cincinnati and Baltimore, or maybe a half game behind Baltimore. I just know that we're a game behind the Cincinnati Bengals, who play a huge divisional game against the Cleveland Browns, who we already played this coming Sunday. And in that matchup, I think I'm going to favor the Browns, because the Bengals are on top right now, and we'd be tied with the Bengals for, I think, first place in the division, but we'd be tied with them if the Browns take care of business this coming Sunday. But I think we would have first place. Yeah, we would be tied with them for first place in the division. And I know the Ravens are coming back off their bye week. I don't know who they play. But anyways, I'm just mostly focused on this coming Sunday night against the Chicago Bears, a team that we have struggled with our past 3 meetings. The last time we beat the Chicago Bears was that magical year back in 2005, in which Jerome Bettis runs over Brian Urlacher. So that was very great moment in that game, and what a great year. But this is 2021, and ever since then we've lost 3 straight to the Chicago Bears. I don't know why. 2 of those 3 games we should have won, I know that, especially our last meeting back in 2017. The game went to overtime. We lost it by a field goal, but I mean, that's a game that we let get away from us. But anyways, that's in the past. This game is in the future. We got to keep this winning streak going. We have to keep improving week in and week out. And this cannot be a letdown performance for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who will, by the way, on Monday night be in their Color Rush uniform. So I'm excited to see that. But to recap a little bit on our last game against the Cleveland Browns, much needed victory. I say all 3 phases, we stepped up in that game. Say what you want about Chris Boswell going out on the fake field goal attempt, but that did not come back to haunt us. The failed fake field goal attempt, which I highly disagreed with. I don't know if I mentioned that, my disagreement with that play call. I think most of Steeler Nation, but I disagreed with that. Should have taken the points, go up 6-3 at halftime, knowing we were going to get the ball first in the first half, because we kicked it off to them to begin the game. And I disagree with that play call, but that did not come back to haunt us, so who cares? But I think the biggest concern about that is right now Chris Boswell is questionable. He had to go through, obviously, concussion protocol. But the arrows are pointing up. I think he should, and it's good that he's getting an extra day off, being a Monday night game coming up. But it looks like he's going to be able to play in this game. We ended up signing a kicker by the name of Lambo. So that's important. It's always important to, have a backup. Hopefully we learn from this and we have a kicker available just in case one kicker goes down. But we do have Lambo available. But it looks like Chris Boswell will be back for this game. My hopes are pretty high that he should be available to kick for us on Monday night because we're desperately going to need him. But just outside of that, failed field goal attempt at the end of the first half. I thought that we played. It was a collective effort and just good enough to get the job done. If you don't like old school football going back to its roots, then I don't even know why you bother watching football, because that's the type of game this was, in a 15-10 Steelers victory. This was just football at its finest right here. Just a beautiful game in my mind. It wasn't pretty, but both teams just slugged it out in the trenches, and we came out of it victoriously. Just a clutch win for this team, a much needed win, and I think a game that could put that awful performance by us in January in the playoffs, a wild card round, it put that game to rest finally, because we did get our redemption. And I think the Cleveland Browns were reminded who owns them, especially in Cleveland, Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm just glad we were able to put that to rest and get a divisional win under our belt to go to 4-3, and now on to the Chicago Bears, who have Justin Fields as their quarterback. I don't know much about the Bears. I haven't really been following them that much. They are struggling right now, but don't forget, this team has a lot of potential, people. They have a lot of potential. They have a rookie quarterback in Justin Fields, who has shown Bears fans and just football fans in general what he can do. He is a mobile quarterback, and we definitely better be on our A game defensively to stop this guy, because this is one of the top rushing teams in the league, and it's very likely, just like Cleveland, they're going to come in with a huge running game. They're going to run the ball on us a lot, very likely, and we know from past games we've struggled tremendously against the run. We played good against the run against the Chicago Bears, but this is a new team we're facing. New team, new week. Can the Pittsburgh Steelers turn it around with the run defense and become consistent in stopping the run or containing the run? So that's going to be a huge test for our defense, especially the defensive line, and containing the run, because I know I've seen very sloppy tackling, especially from the secondary players, and I think Seattle did a great job exposing us back in week 6, but has the bye week paid off for us in run defense? We'll find out on Monday night. We passed the first test against the Cleveland Browns. Can we pass this test against the Chicago Bears? So Justin Fields, a guy we cannot sleep on, rookie quarterback. The guy is very mobile, and I see a lot of creative play calling when it comes to the running game. So we definitely better be prepared for that. And just, the Chicago Bears team is struggling. They are coming off of a win last week against the San Francisco 49ers. Pretty impressive win. So this is no pushover team. You can throw the records out the window. We better come in with our color rush jerseys and take care of business. I have a lot of confidence in these guys, but you know, the talking got to be done on the field, and we have to take full advantage of our skill level, players we have, all three phases. But I think if we could put up some points especially on the offensive side of the ball, I believe hearing, I love BTSC, great points on that show, especially so shout outs to BTSC and its fan base. I'm a follower, but yeah, I think on Know Your Enemy, they stated it well, or Jeffrey Benedict stated it well, where, man, we could score over 20 points on the Chicago Bears defense. We should easily be victorious in this game. And no offense to the Chicago Bears, but yeah, they're one of the worst defenses in the league. They're like, what, 31st in offense? We're 26, so I mean, not too far away. But you can throw records out the window. This Steelers offense has a lot of potential. The offensive line is improving every week, and we have big weapons such as Najee Harris, Pat Freiermuth, Deontay Johnson. Obviously, we already know what Big Ben can do. Chase Claypool, to name a few. We got quite a bit of talent on that offense. We have a lot of potential. It's that, you can point the finger at the offensive line, but we're just not executing it enough. And hopefully we can execute, and especially in opportunistic moments off of turnovers from our defense. But I think what's going to be important in this game, I think every week, is our best defense has to be our offense. We have to win the time of possession battle. And we have to cap drives off with TDs, touchdowns. Cannot turn the ball over. Turn the ball over, the chances of Chicago walking out of Heinz Field with a big W are huge. We cannot beat ourselves. Something we've done, we've played down, no offense to Chicago Bears, we've played down the lesser opponents. We can't do that against the Chicago Bears. I know that going back to Tuesday, all of the talk is on, going away from this game, all the talk is on the Melvin Ingram trade to Kansas City for a 6th-round pick. I disagree with that trade. I thought we could have gotten a lot more. And the fact that he went to an AFC opponent that still has a great shot at the playoffs, and a team that we're going to face down the road in December, I disagree with that. But on a personal note, hopefully Melvin Ingram is happy and he can move on with his career and the team can move on. So, on a personal level, good luck to him. And now we can move on because the team comes before an individual player, an individual in general. So, props to Melvin Ingram getting out of Pittsburgh, place he did not want to be for some reason. So that's out of the way. But yeah, we're going to end up getting a 6th-round pick from Kansas City. And who knows how that's going to turn out? There's a lot of, look at Antonio Brown, a lot of great players that have come late in the draft, in later rounds of the draft. But another guy we signed is Cleo Davis, defensive lineman, who's the brother of Carlos Davis, which most Steelers fans should know who Carlos Davis is. And they're both on, I believe they both are, but both of them are on injury reserve. But that should be interesting to see what Khalil Davis can do for us on defense. So that's some positive news right there that we got Khalil Davis. But outside of that, I haven't really looked at the injury report. So far, listening to BTSC, I'm in my car right now, kind of, in the middle of errands, but I just want to lay this out. I had to get this video out there. But injuries, nothing too significant. I think the biggest injury news right now is the health of Chris Boswell, who I think should be playing this coming Monday night against the Chicago Bears. But outside of that, it's really nothing significant. Just obvious bumps and bruises that come with the game of football, and you know, some players that are dealing with recurring injuries from previous games. But anyway, Steeler Nation, I am stoked. Hopefully we can make it 5-3 after Monday Night Football and really start climbing up the ladder. And who knows, possibly come Tuesday, we're in first place in the AFC North, depending on how that Cincinnati-Cleveland game goes. But we have to take care of our business on the field. Anyways, Steeler Nation, I want y'all to have a great weekend, and let's kick some ass this coming Monday night. Peace out.